This is Fatboy Slim, you're watching Rage. This is Rage, you're watching Fatboy Slim. You know what the trouble in picking from the good book is? So basically, 40 videos, right, out of this. So you go down, you go, But my 40, unfortunately, I'd only got up to F. So I'd just like to say to all artists whose names begin with T or Z or U, I'm very sorry because I didn't really get that far and I'd already got the 40. And any other artists who are going to do Rage, maybe next time if you start from the back and work backwards, because it's unfair on any artist whose name begin with T, U, V, X, Y or Z. So in the spirit of that, Air, being on page 1, Air is the next one. This video, it's not really kind of like the standard pop video, and I love it for that. The tune is one that really means a lot to me and my wife. We kind of fell in love with this song. And if I could just get slushy for a moment, when you watch this video, it's all about two people falling in love and telling each other how much they love each other. So for all the smoochers, get your Kleenexes out. This is Air and All I Need. This is Fatboy Slim on Rage, picking my 40 greatest videos, and we're now up to B. B stands for Beastie Boys, Beasts of Bourbon, B, BBE, Baz Luhrmann, funnily enough, and Blur. Out of all the videos I picked, there's a lot from my youth, there's a lot from when I was growing up, there's a lot of my favourite artists, but this is the only kind of current one, because I don't really follow the current pop charts. But the other night, right in the middle of the night, I was watching some show, and Blur's new video came on. It absolutely blew me away. The song's great, the production's great, the video's absolutely out of this world. So, and my wife actually met them the other night, and also I was just beaten by one in the charts in England. They went in at number 10, I went in at number 9, but I shouldn't be competitive like that. Anyway, this is Blur, their new single, it's called Music Is My Radar. This is Fatboy Slim, you're watching Rage. Oh, hello ladies and gentlemen and children. Once upon a time, there was a man called Mick Jones. And he did, when he was 13, start a band called The Clash. And they were a great rock and roll band, probably one of the best, going on to conquer America with a sound called punk rock. Now after a few years, they began to merge punk rock with black American indigenous music called rap. They also mixed in large amounts of reggae. They were the first band to mix rock and dance music, a concept that has since been repeated by such notable artists as Fatboy Slim. And though the Clash were very successful, eventually they did split up. And after that, like a phoenix from the ashes, didst rise big audio Dynamite. This featured even more dance music, rap music, and reggae music, and also lots of sampling. And because this was so, I can't keep this up, sorry, because this was so good, it was probably my biggest inspiration. I think the Clash were the greatest rock and roll band. They were the first band to move out of just rock and roll. And Big Audio Dynamite were kind of responsible for Fatboy Slim because they were the first kind of white rock act to mix in sampling and dance grooves and drum machines. So Mick Jones, I salute you. Thank you very much for all you did for music. And in memory of that, I shall play The Bottom Line. It's Big Audio Dynamite and The Bottom Line. You know what? I'm bored of picking these. I've got a whole book to go through. You pick one, go on. You, the viewer, pick the video you'd like to see next. All right, you picked it? Okay, don't tell me. Don't tell me. All right, I'm gonna look it up. Was it... You believe there's an artist called Eva Trout? Ruby's Gone by Eva Trout. I'm almost tempted to pick it just to find out what it's like. Sorry, Eva Trout, I'm not taking the mickey, by the way. But, right. So I think you, the viewer, picked the Carpenters. And I'd thank you for that, because I grew up listening to the Carpenters. My parents were not the coolest in the world, and their favourite artists were the Beatles, which is quite good. Carpenters, good but slushy. Kenny Barney's Jazzmen, not good at all. And Peter, Paul and Mary, who are kind of these bearded 60s singers who frankly was a bit... So out of that lot, I'll be coming to the Beatles later by the way, but come out of that lot, the Carpenters, and I'm going to pick Calling Occupants of Interplanetary Craft. Let's try saying that with your false teeth. Calling Occupants of Interplanetary Craft. Because this is, I can't pick a slushy one because then you think I'm not hip and cool and you won't buy my records anymore. This was when they lost it, frankly, with a capital L. I think this was actually part of a campaign to try and communicate with aliens. I think it was about their last single. And bless you, Richard and Karen. I don't know what you were on about, but it's a lovely tune. It's about 6 minutes long, so if you don't like the Carpenters, you've just got time to go and make a cup of tea. This is the Carpenters and Calling Occupants of Interplanetary Craft. This is Fatboy Slim on Rage. Contained in this good book of all the videos that have ever come out is a lot of videos with video effects. Can we do a good video effect? Thank you. So videos with video effects, especially with CG images nowadays, a lot can be done, but the best... Oh, Chemical Brothers. This Let Forever Be is probably just about the freakiest, trippiest video effects I've ever seen. So hold on to your hats, ladies and gentlemen. We're going on a trip, we're going on a ride with two of my best friends, shamelessly plugging their record. This is the Chemical Brothers and Let Forever Be. More video special effects. Fatboy Slim on Rage. Gothica, Guerilla, Grace Jones, Grey Graham Coxon, Grandmaster Flash, Grantley Buffalo, Green Diary, Green Spoon, Group Dog Drill, Groove Armada. Groove Armada, right, I'll have one of them. And I See You Baby, if anybody looks the same. At the River, this is a beautiful song. It was our barbecue tune of the summer before last. And you know what, I've never actually seen the video to this, so hopefully I'll be able to see it somewhere, will I? This is Groove Armada, kind of friends of ours, and I can't tell you about the video because I haven't watched it, but it is one of the most beautiful tunes you've heard, and excellent use of the trombone in dance music. This is Groove Armada and At the River. This is Fatboy Slim picking his favourite 40 videos for Rage on a Saturday night. Now, some of you may or may not know that Fatboy Slim isn't actually my real name. My real name's Norman Cook, and I do have a history in music before Fatboy Slim. So the next video I'm going to pick in unashamed self-promotion is a video by Freak Power, which is a band I used to be in about 3 or 4 years ago. The reason I'm picking this video is not just to try and sell more records and flog it to you, but it's probably one of my favourite videos that I've ever made, back in the good old bad old days when I used to actually appear in my own videos. The other reason is that I'd like to see it again because I think I've only ever seen it once, because it was only shown once ever on TV, because at that point Freak Power weren't actually that popular. So this was our swan song, our final single as Freak Power before I changed my name to Fatboy Slim. This is featuring Ashley Slater and a very large pink tank. It's called Can You Feel It? Listen and enjoy, I think you'll. Further to my worry early on about the alphabeticity of the artists in this, I just realised one thing, that Triple J and ABC and Rage have got it wrong because they do first names alphabetically. Because like, for instance, Fiona Apple is under F, should have been under A for Apple, which probably helps on the artists who would normally not get included because they want flicks through, they only get up to F, even though I got to G. So, well done Fiona, you should have been on page 1, but you're on page 69. This is Across the Universe. I don't know much about Fiona Apple, but I first heard this in a record shop in San Francisco, and it's a beautiful version of a Beatles song, for those of you too young to understand these things. Again, I haven't seen the video myself, so I'm going to enjoy it as much as you. This is Fiona Apple on page 67, Across the Universe. Ladies and gentlemen, reverse zoom now. This is serious. This is Fatboy Slim on Rage making an appeal, a public appeal, and this is serious. I would like to find DJ HMC, or more specifically a record of his called Freaking. It came out about 5 years ago, and a friend of mine, John Carter, played it to me, and I just thought it's the nuttiest, hardest, funkiest thing I've ever heard. And I've been trying to get hold of a copy to play for ages. The last time I was in Australia, I managed to get hold of a CD of it, but I need a vinyl copy. So if anybody out there knows DJ HMC or Dirty House Records that it came out on, or if anybody's got a copy on vinyl that they can give to me, then please would you send a postcard to Fatboy Slim DJ HMC Appeal, care of ABC TV, Triple J, or Sony Music. You must be able to find me. I don't know how to find me, but no, I really want a copy of this record. In the meantime, let's have a look at the video. This is DJ HMC and my must-have track, Freaking. You know what? The best thing about this good book is that I don't have like cable TV or anything at home, so I never really get to see other people's videos. And it's shameful really, because I should pay more attention. The good thing is I can just look through and get to see a video that I've always wanted to see. And I think my choice would be Flaming Lips. Now I went to see Flaming Lips live last year. Someone took me to see them. And their live show, if you've never seen their live show, is absolutely astounding. It's very theatrical. It's very surreal. And because of that, I kind of figure that they probably make good videos. So I do like the song, but I've never seen the video before. So let's watch it together. This is Flaming Lips and the race for the prize. Hello, I'm Norman Cook. You're watching Rage.